Eyeglasses Talks. It's January 1, 2024. I can't believe it. But here we go. The title today is Be Priority Driven. Every person goes through pressure in life. And so the question is, do you live by pressure or by priority? Listen, no one ever experienced the pressure like Jesus had to experience. No one. And yet at the same time, he never allowed the pressure to squeeze him into its own mold or to manipulate him. A lot of times we do allow the pressure of life to squeeze us into its mold and to manipulate us to think certain ways or do certain things that we typically would never want to do. What is a priority? Let me give you a couple of definitions. A priority, a thing that is regarded as more important than another, or the concern, interest, or desire that comes before others. So Jesus, God in a body, he said, if you've seen me, you've seen the Father. He was a human being and at the same time divine. You say, how do you explain that? I can't. I just believe it. It's what it says in the book. But as a human being, he experienced all the pressures and things that we go through in this life. So he understands you like no one else understands you, but he never gave in to the pressure. Why? Because Jesus lived by priorities. You never see anywhere in the four Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, where it said Jesus, out of breath, came into Jerusalem, or Jesus running into another meeting. You never see that. Why? Because Jesus lived a priority-driven life. Let me ask you a couple of questions. Number one, what are the top 2 or 3 pressure points in your life right now, or as you face this new year? Number 2, what impact are those 2 or 3 pressure points having on you? Finally, how are you handling those pressure points in your life? In Psalm 119, the Bible talks about pressure. It says, verse number 143, Psalm 119, as pressure and stress bear down on me. But then the psalmist goes on to say, I find joy in your commands, Lord. As pressure and stress bear down on me, I find a way out. I find joy in the midst of it all, in God's directions, in God's principles, in God's priorities, in the Bible, in the book. So, here's the conclusion for today. We will always have pressure. The only way you can get out of having to deal with pressure is go 6 feet under the ground. That's it. Always going to have pressure. Number 2, we can learn how to effectively deal with pressure, and the Bible talks about how to do that. And next time, we're going to begin a series on how do you live a priority-driven life. So get your notebooks out, take notes. This could change your life. See you next time.